Well, it is Saturday the 9th of September. And our main story this morning is the strong earthquake which has hit central Morocco, killing more than 630 people and leaving hundreds more injured, according to state TV. Yes, what we know is it struck at 11 o'clock last night and the quake's epicenter was in the high Atlas mountains south of the city of Marrakesh. Many of the deaths are believed to be in hard-to-reach mountain areas, as Charlotte Winfield reports. Streets filled with rubble and destruction. The earthquake struck central Morocco shortly after 11 p.m. on Friday, with an aftershock less than 20 minutes later. The quake's epicenter is in a remote area. There was a lot of buildings collapsing, including a mosque, but in reality the real deaths will be in the countryside where I am. Just a couple of hours ago I saw an army helicopter hovering above me. Slowly cruising around the mountainside looking for tiny little local houses that are collapsed on people. And as you say, a remote area, so presumably it's hard at the moment to get a handle on how much damage there is outside of the cities. I think so. I think Charlotte's report, she made the point that this is going to be the tougher challenge is today and tomorrow in the coming days to put into motion all of Morocco's state infrastructure, army, police and gendarmerie to actually get into those areas and to help people. There's a few social media clips of Moroccans being very angry in these villages and begging for help, but I think the resources are just stretched to the maximum, so we have to see by the end of the day what the real things are. You mentioned, Martin, that Morocco isn't necessarily a place that's used to earthquakes, so will the infrastructure be there to cope with the aftermath? Yeah, that's a really good question. We saw during the covert pandemic that the king really pulled out all the stops and created a number of temporary hospitals, big ones, almost overnight. So I think the possibilities are there to throw the lever and to create centers, places where people could sleep, get a meal and a medical help. But at the moment we just don't know what the situation is. The public health sector in Morocco is quite poor. Pretty much under invested in, so we'll see if those extra resources have to be rolled out during today and tomorrow. Okay, for the moment, Martin, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much joining us there from Amazing. That's close to the earthquake's epicenter. I know we've been saying at the death toll from that earthquake just in the last couple of hours has doubled up to 632, so clearly people worried that number is going to